Good morning and welcome to your daily morning horoscope for Tuesday, 4th August 2026, Aries. Be passionate about the thing you love the most, Aries. Instead of trying to eat every single thing at the buffet table, just pick one or two items that you like the best and eat them with great enjoyment. Feel free to take some for later. Don't let anyone talk you into a dish that doesn't appeal to you. You're the only one who knows what you're truly hungry for. Taurus. You may feel like a skipping record, Taurus. You've been scratched and mistreated, and now you continue to repeat the same thing over and over until you've driven your point home. This isn't your doing, so don't be concerned if you hear protests that you're sending others over the edge. This may be the very thing necessary for all of you to advance to the next step. Gemini. There could be some tough forces questioning your most cherished dreams, Gemini. Be careful about confronting someone who wants to poke holes in your idealism. You could end up feeling like a punctured balloon that's slowly deflating. Do whatever you can to avoid the aggression at work to bring you down. Don't let others get to you. Cancer. You're in a unique position to understand all sides of the issues, Cancer. While this is apt to give you a tremendous advantage over those who still have their heads stuck in the sand, this knowledge also gives you a greater responsibility to others. You intuitively know what's best, and now you must find a way to bring others around and help them see it from your perspective. Leo. You may be feeling rather anxious, Leo. Perhaps you have a big date coming up and your mind is buzzing with how to make the best impression. Remember that the harder you try, the further away you push the object of your desire. The most important part of impressing another is having confidence. Relax. Try not to get too caught up with yourself. Virgo. This could be one of those days in which you feel like you just can't get anything right, Virgo. In an effort to appease other people, you may think you have to make some adjustments that make you feel uneasy. This uncomfortable feeling could turn into nervousness, restlessness, and eventually anger. Don't feel like you need to be the one to make any sacrifices at this time. Libra. You may feel a need to add some fantasy to your daily routine today, Libra. Do you have someone in mind you'd like Cupid's arrow to strike? Well, don't rely on a cherub to do your work today. Get out and do some target practice of your own so you'll be prepared when you see the object of your desire across a crowded room. Keep things light and cheerful. Scorpio. Your psychic sense is apt to be keen as you fill your mind with fanciful scenarios, Scorpio. These pictures in your head aren't as far-fetched as you might think. Today would be a good day to listen to your inner guidance, the aspect of yourself that's keyed into hearing subtle important messages. Not everyone can pick up on them. Sagittarius. You may be having a difficult time getting your opinions across to others, Sagittarius. For some, your ideas may seem too self-centered. For others, you may come across as insensitive to the situation. Do your best to understand what others are telling you. Don't be surprised if you don't receive the loving strokes that you feel you deserve. This is a day for you to observe and learn. Capricorn. The emotional swings that you could feel today might put a damper on your fantasy world, Capricorn. Remember that it's up to you to nurture these dreams. Try not to let the emotional tides of the day affect your long-range strategy for realizing your most treasured visions. Spend time by yourself if that makes you feel better. Don't give up. Aquarius. People around you are apt to be touchy, Aquarius, so be careful how you interact with them. You'll find that they can see beyond any sort of facade and easily detect dissension within the ranks. Be honest about your opinion, regardless of how you think it will be received. This is your best approach to a certain situation, especially since the truth will surface no matter what. Pisces. While other people may be confused and distressed, you're actually the one with all the answers, Pisces. Indeed, you're best equipped to deal with the difficult situations that are likely to arise on a day like this. You have the ability to see through thick walls that others erect as barriers. Nothing will stop your penetrating eyes from seeing someone else's deceit. This has been a Daily Morning Horoscope for Tuesday, 4th August 2026. Do have yourself an amazing day.
St. Lucia, good morning. I know, I do not look like Marine, but it's a friendly face nonetheless. Hi everyone, my name is Shanro, and of course, Marine is on some very well-deserved R&R, rest and relaxation vacation. So I will be filling in for her for the entire month of August. So, get comfortable because I am going to take you on a ride for the rest of the month. But before we get into this show this morning, allow us to check in with the news team for our morning news highlights.
Good morning. Time now for the news. My name is Timothy Polio. A new initiative is giving young St. Lucians more than just training. It's offering a pathway to employment, personal growth, and a brighter future. The Royal St. Lucia Police Force and Youth Development Program for Employment, YDEP, have joined forces to equip participants with the skills they need to succeed in the workplace and become positive role models in their communities.
This program has been carefully structured to provide a balanced learning experience. Over the next 6 weeks, participants will engage in 4 weeks of interactive sessions covering important life and community-focused topics, including customer service training, effective communication, emotional intelligence and conflict resolution, telephone etiquette, and matters of the law. These sessions are designed to equip you with practical skills that will serve you well in your everyday life.
Anya Charles, the Chief Executive Officer of YDEP, told the participants that the program will involve lots of discussions. She encouraged them to enter with an open mind and do not be afraid to share their views and learn from each other. As artificial intelligence transforms the way students learn, the Caribbean Examinations Council, CXC, is moving to protect the credibility of its exams. CXC has unveiled sweeping changes to its school-based assessment system, promising fairer, more secure evaluations in the age of AI.
In 2022, we needed greater scrutiny of the SBA quality. And as such, we needed to support the teachers also. In doing that, one of the calls that were made was to provide additional feedback. In order to provide that feedback, we needed to move also from center level moderation to teacher level moderation. So we had to understand what was happening with the SBAs and to be able to provide that feedback to teachers so that they can feel equipped, better equipped, to be able to improve that particular process. In doing so, we receive feedback every year, and as such, as we receive the feedback, we seek every year to improve the feedback that is provided to teachers.
According to CXC, the reforms are the result of years of increasing oversight of the SBA process and concerns that widespread use of generative AI has made it more difficult to verify students' original work. The Council says the updated framework seeks to maintain academic standards while reducing teachers' workload and ensuring assessments continue to measure students' knowledge and competencies. A woman was taken to hospital on Sunday evening after she was struck during a traffic incident in Rodney Bay. Emergency responders were called to the scene shortly after 7 p.m., where they found a woman on the ground with injuries to one of her legs. She received the treatment at the scene before being transported to hospital for further medical attention. The circumstances surrounding the incident, which involved the minivan and the pedestrian, have not yet been disclosed.
Officers of the St. Lucia Fire Service responded at approximately 7:14 p.m. to a reported motor vehicular incident involving a minivan and a pedestrian at Rodney Bay. On arrival at the scene, an adult female was found lying in a supine position on the ground. An assessment revealed abrasions to her left lower extremity. She was treated, then transported to a medical facility for advanced medical care.
Police are expected to continue investigations into the incident. A motorist was also hospitalized early Sunday morning after his vehicle crashed into a utility pole in Lakai Denery. Emergency personnel responded to the scene at approximately 4:20 a.m., where they found the driver outside the damaged vehicle. Reports indicate the car had veered off the roadway before colliding with the pole. The man sustained facial injuries along with other minor injuries to his body. He was treated at the scene before being taken to hospital for further medical care. St. Lucia is mourning the loss of one of its most respected business and public service leaders. Tributes continue to pour in following the passing of Evarista Jamari, whose decades of leadership and service left an enduring mark on the nation's corporate, civic, and sporting landscape.
Because there were some aspects of the Constitution that had some moralistic aspects, and Everest was a very balanced person. You know, where some of us were pushing for certain things, Everest would take a more rational view, and eventually it would come around to seeing his way of things. So he was very, very instrumental in that Salaries Review Commission.
Up till his death, Jamari was also chairman of the National Insurance Corporation, NIC, and the National Insurance Property Development and Management Company Limited, NIPRO. Jamari also served as a board member at the Bank of St. Lucia and at the East Carribean Financial Holding Company Limited. That's the news. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Join us at noon for our next news major, the Lunchtime Report. I'm Timothy Polio. Good morning.
Thanks, team, for our morning news highlights. Now, we do have to get into the show, but not before we pay some bills with our first commercial break. Hey there, St. Lucia. So welcome back to the DBS This Morning show, and standing with me, you know what, before I even get into that, swimming saves lives. And this person with me this morning, he is definitely saving lives. How can you live in the Caribbean and not know how to swim? Because I can't swim. But the person here who is saving lives and teaching you how to swim is none other than Coach Romain. Coach Romain, good morning and welcome to DBS Morning Show. How are you feeling?
Good morning. I'm doing well.
Fantastic. Now, I want you to look into the camera because I want everyone to see the famous Coach Romain. You are very popular in St. Lucia.
True.
Of course, you know that. Don't pretend. Don't
thank
pretend. So Coach Romain, he is a swim coach, and most of you might be familiar with Coach Romain. Coach Romain, tell us a little bit about yourself and, you know, what got you started into swimming, because your brand is Aquatics. So tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, thank you for having me. My name is Coach Roosevelt Romain. I am from Grenada, born and raised. I've been coaching swimming for about over 20 years, and it started in Grenada as a physical education coach and into swimming, and I migrated from Grenada to St. Lucia in 2010, and I'm here up to today.
Up till today,
up till
2026.
Today. Yes, with a good track record, I may say. So swimming is something that I've always been interested in since I was a child growing up in the town of St. George's in Grenada. There was a beach called Specky Beach, and we would be in that beach, from sun up to sundown on a Sunday, on the weekends. And you know what, you don't feel hungry until you reach home. You know, so it's something that I always wanted to do. And into physical education, got the opportunity to start coaching swimming, and I took it. And ended up in St. Lucia here. I got the job opportunity from the Warrels, the owner of the Aquatic Center. Right. And you know, the story goes on.
The story goes on. Now, Coach, your logo for our Aquatic is that swimming saves lives, literally. Now, why did you choose that particular slogan to be your mantra, your motto for your business?
Well, when you look at it, they have so many different disciplines where sport is concerned. You have basketball, you have cricket, you have netball, you have volleyball, track and field. Yeah, the list goes on. But swimming is something that literally is a sport and can help you save your life. It's actually, you know, it's a high demand right now, you know, to be able to swim. It's very important. And when you have kids by the beach all the time, surrounded by water and island here in St. Lucia, and they don't know how to swim, it's a hazard. It's a hazard. So I think swimming is one of the sports that literally saves lives.
Yeah. And I also believe that it should actually be fundamental in schools, because as you mentioned, living in a Caribbean island where you're surrounded by water, and as a matter of fact, you use water in daily lives, it is a hazard. Now, you mentioned kids. What ages do you start with your coaching sessions for children?
Good question. I start teaching babies from the age of 4 months.
Oh wow, 4 months old.
4 months.
No, are you serious? 4 months?
4 months.
Isn't that too young? I mean, some people are probably looking like, what, 4 months?
No, it's not too young. It's the right age. It's the right age because there and then, I mean, when you look at the baby coming out of the womb of a mother, they're actually literally in water.
Right.
And there's a certain period of time window that you have before that goggle closes, you know, so they can actually be able to hold their breath naturally when water touches their face.
That is interesting.
Yeah, and after a time it wears off and then they start drinking water and start choking and, you know, so the earlier you start them is better.
Wow, so you can start from as early as 4 months.
Early as 4 months.
So do you teach adults? Because I mean, Coach, you know where I'm going, right? I'm not going to say I'm ashamed to say, but you know your girl can't swim. Your girl cannot swim. So for an adult, are you also teaching adults how to swim?
Yes, I teach adults to swim. With experience, I will say I have taught adults to swim in one session in under 2 hours.
One session?
One session, under 2 hours.
That is very interesting.
Yeah, from zero, not even being able to put their face in the water.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just one session and they become a pro.
One session.
What is
not a pro.
Okay, well, not a pro, but being able to save their life.
Save their life.
That's the important part, to be able to save their life.
Very important.
Now, Coach, in teaching children, I know you have to have an insurmountable amount of patience to deal with children. So that begs the question. I'm guessing you love your job.
I love my job. I dream, I breathe it, I eat it every day. I can't wait to leave my house to go to work, to be honest.
And with that said, I think there's another accolade to your name that we should share with St. Lucia.
What's that?
You were recently awarded. You want to tell them?
Oh, yes. I was awarded the opportunity to be the assistant coach on the Goodwill National Swim Team going off to Trinidad and Tobago from the 14th to the 16th of August.
That's right. Come on, Coach. You gotta pop your collar. Give yourself the credit you deserve, because that is something that's truly exceptional. Yes. And this is a team from St. Lucia who will be competing in this competition over in Trinidad.
Yes.
But not only that, but we also do have a local team that you're responsible for. Tell us about that.
All right.
And for those who may be interested in being a part of our Aquatics.
Yes. So our Aquatic, I'm the CEO of our Aquatic. We have been around for a while, and we open doors to all level, all ages. I'm a competitive swim club. We compete in all the local meets here. I have the honor of saying that I got 7 to 6 swimmers on the national team going off to Goodwill this year.
Wow.
So for our Aquatic representing on the Goodwill national team this year, we have in 8 and under girls, we have Kayla Octave, Maya Haynes. In the boys, 8 and under, we have Liam Charlemagne, Zidane Samuel. And 9 to 10 boys, we have Andrew Charlemagne, Kimari Octave, who is alternative, and Leah Mandia Brown, 9 to 10 girls, who is, well, she's on the team. Yeah.
Okay.
So Leah Mandia Brown in the 9 to 10 girls.
Nice. So you have a good wealth of participants going over into the nationals, and I'm hoping that we'll probably see them in Olympics coming, right?
Well, that's the dream.
That's the dream.
That's the goal.
And
that's the goal. You know, they say what? Go big or go home. Dream big or go home.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, Coach Romain, I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your extremely busy day, because I know how hard you are working and how busy it is. So for me to have you this morning to have a quick chat with us, I really appreciate it. So I made sure I got the scenery right. But I know you love the
water in the background.
So I made sure I brought you home.
Man,
I made sure I brought you home.
I will say this: I could be in the water all day. I can live. I can talk swimming all day with you. You know, but I know you have other things to go and do.
Well, Coach. But first and foremost, you probably need to teach me a little basic.
Well, out with the hands, make the downward pull, push, rotate, elbows up. No, not to the sky.
Okay.
And in.
Yeah, I think St. Lucia, we're going to take a break so Coach can really teach me how to get this done. Stay with us.
In the water.
So welcome back to the DBS This Morning show, and It's kind of interesting because I'm always looking for new and interesting places to eat, to catch a vibe, to hang out, to bring friends, and I actually found this cute little place right here in Rodney Bay, the Cut Caribbean Steakhouse. So with me this morning, I do have Janine. Hey Janine, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm doing amazing. What about you?
I'm doing okay.
She's doing okay. She's a little shy, but don't worry, she's gonna warm up as we get into it.
Correct.
Now it is the Cut Caribbean Steakhouse.
Correct.
But before that, it was actually something.
Yes,
but you know,
it was.
before we even touch on that, let's just get to know you a little bit, and then we get down into the details of your business. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, my name is Janine. I own a restaurant. The Cut Caribbean Steakhouse, previously known as a diner. I love to cook.
And that's all you need to know. She loves to cook.
Yeah, I just love to cook.
Yeah, and when you find people who love to cook, you know that the food is going to be chef's kiss. Amazing, exceptional.
Every time.
I know there was a little rebranding that happened. So it was previously the diner, rebranding to the Cut Caribbean Steakhouse.
Correct.
What was the reason behind this rebranding?
I feel like I just genuinely just wanted the change, and I always believe like the diner was a stepping stone for me. Like they say, keep getting my feet wet.
Yeah.
You know, into the industry, because I mean, I like to cook, like I said previously. It was just always something in the cards for me. Yeah, so I just feel like it was time for me to transition over to the fine dining. I feel like it's more so my speed.
It's most of your style.
It's 100%.
So I'm curious, is there any family background who, you know, is into cooking, has restaurants, a chef, that kind of got you, you know?
Are you asking, is there a background, or how did I get into it?
I think I'm asking a little bit of both, actually. Is there a background?
It's very funny. It's very funny. Well, my mom owns free bars.
Okay.
My mom is like an entrepreneur. She does her thing, and my dad as well. So I guess I kind of got that gene from them.
The entrepreneurial gene.
Yes, for sure. However, cooking, I started cooking at 7. Just like it's so funny. I was flipping through the channels, and I saw this gorgeous white man, and I was Bobby Flay, and I was just so intrigued. I feel like I still remember to this day what he was doing. He was spatch cooking a chicken, and I was just so in awe. And then I just started watching from then, and I just kept on watching until it's like 23 years later, and I'm still. Yeah, it was just very interesting to me. And then that's just how I started cooking. I just got that spark. Yeah, and I remember it was December time, it was Christmas time, and my mom was getting like, she got her ham and her turkey, and I go and spatch cook the lady's chicken. Without her permission, anything, and it was just,
and then that's where everything evolved.
That's where everything started. I've been cooking ever since.
Here we are.
Here we
at
are.
The Cut Caribbean Steakhouse. Now, I want to know the reason behind that name, because that name sounds so sophisticated. So tell us about it.
Okay, well, steaks. Steaks is a cut of meat. So I always thought that cut meat, steak, it kind of really goes together.
Okay.
And I like I feel like the in a restaurant name or any business name, it kind of gives it that sophisticated touch.
Right.
So I like the Cut Caribbean Steakhouse.
I like it.
And I like the Caribbean Steakhouse because it's I don't want people to feel like it's like a traditional steakhouse, because it is really not. The way that I season my meats, the steaks are seasoned 3-4 days prior to it actually being cooked.
So it's really marinated.
It's marinated, Argentina styled seasoning, and South African, and yes.
So for those of you who don't know what that is, I encourage you to come on down and taste the Argentinian style seasoning. I love that.
Yes. So it adds. Trust me, it makes a world of a difference. It's so good.
I noticed, Janine, that you keep saying, you know, I season. I feel like you're the one in the kitchen, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Girl, I love that for you. You know what do I say these days?
I love that. Clock it.
Nice.
I love.
So you are hands-on.
Every single day.
Love that.
I'm here every single day in the kitchen, every single day. I feel like I have trust issues when it pertains to my food.
When it comes to food,
you have to get your value for your money every single time. Like, that's one promise. I'm not big on what do you call it? Expectations, but that is one expectation that you can come here and expect good food.
Nice. I love
Great
that. Now,
food.
speaking of good food, great food, having high expectations, what is your menu look like? And when you guys open, you know, do you guys do reservations? Is it like a family setting? Talk to me about all that. Because
Yes,
now
so
St. Lucia's mouth is watering to know how this works. So give us the 411.
Yeah, no problem. Reservations are required. Not required, I shouldn't say. Reservations are advised.
Okay.
Because it gets filled really quickly. So I would advise a reservation. Family, I'm working on a kids menu as we speak because I feel like I made it in my favor.
Okay.
You know, although I've never tasted anything on the menu prior to doing
That's
it.
crazy.
I seriously, I've never even the seasoning, the way that I season the steak, I've never done that before.
Nice.
Like it's just I make it up in my head and
You just trust your capabilities.
Let me tell you.
Girl, you are the girl. You are the it girl.
Thank
you are
you.
the girl. Okay.
We have a variety of steaks. We have a variety of Angus beef burgers.
Okay.
We have lamb shanks, lamb chops. We have a section for seafood.
Oh, nice. That's my section.
Yeah,
That's
lengthy
my
section of sides and appetizers as well.
Nice.
Everything, it's like kind of unique. I try to put my unique spin in there. All the things that you wouldn't find on any other menus.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys are open daily between
Yes,
the hours
so we're
of-
open Tuesday to Friday.
Okay.
We open from 1 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Okay.
So that's lunch and dinner.
Okay.
And then
On the
on
weekends?
Saturdays, we open from, it's kind of long, we open from 9 a.m.
Okay.
to 10 p.m.
Okay.
That is because